The floods left destruction and the costs have piled up months later. Good evening, I'm Jennifer Griswold. The Platte and Elkhorn Rivers, as well as Maple Creek, all converged into one big flood in Dodge County a couple months ago, leaving homes destroyed, county infrastructure needing massive repairs. The federal government is expected to step in and pay for a lot of it, but reporter John Kipper tells us that could take a while, leaving it to the counties to front those costs. John.
Jenny, it's possible no county in Nebraska was hit harder than Dodge County. It made Fremont an island for a few days while also taking out hundreds of roads and bridges. Now the county is picking up the pieces and the costs from the flood.
The extent of damage from those three rivers was just, it was unbelievable.
All that damage comes with a hefty price tag of more than $17 million for the mostly rural county.
Is it safe to say at the very least it about doubled the county budget?
Absolutely.
Now the county should get most of that money back. FEMA is expected to pay about 75% of the repair costs, with the state taking on half of the rest. So Dodge County will only be on the hook for about 12.5% of that $17 million. But it's unknown when that refund check will come.
But we also know that those dollars are probably a few years away.
Until then, the county is doing what it can. It's depleted the cash reserve fund of around $4 million. And on Wednesday, supervisors approved a line of credit to get as much as $5 million in loans. But they can only do so much.
Talk to our highway superintendent, you will see he's a little anxious right now.
Anxious is one way to describe how Road Superintendent Scott Hubbard feels.
And the frustration is we got to wait.
He's waiting for FEMA reps to come assess Dodge County infrastructure.
And we've been promised, you know, we're going to have representatives up here helping us get through this. I've only seen a handful.
The county is unable to even start major repair work until the feds check it out and approve it.
This is a farming community, so you got to get farmers to, you know, get to their fields and stuff like that. My biggest concern is get these roads passable.
Whenever the road work gets done, and however long it takes for FEMA to reimburse Dodge County, supervisors still need to figure out how they're going to pay for their share of repairs.
The last thing we want to do is raise taxes. So we're hopeful that we can stretch it out, use our bonding authority to push things out a bit.
And now that $17 million number is just for repairs. The county may eventually have to pay even more money for flood prevention measures, so something like the flood of 2019 does not happen again in Dodge County anytime soon. In the studio, John Kipper, 3 News Now.